Hey y'all, it's Lissa, aka Bangs and Glasses, and I'm back with day 20 of 30 days of sketches. So thank you all for joining me for this series. This is our sketch today from Miss Carrie. Hi, if you're watching. So today I'm going to be scrapbooking these two photos of my bed, and I am going to be using Simple Stories Flea Market collection. And this layout's going to come together pretty quickly. So I am using this background paper with a bunch of different objects at the bottom. So I've kind of flipped my sketch in a way to have that band at the bottom be these objects. And I'm going to go ahead and cut out some tags as well from this paper to put at the top of my photos to start building out some clusters like there are in the photo. So these photos are taken probably like 7 or 8 months apart, but I did want to go ahead and put them on the same layout and just tell one story using both photos. So this is when we finally upgraded to a king size bed. So we got the bed frame first, and then we got the mattress like 7 or 8 months later. So for a while there, we were on a queen mattress and a king bed frame, which was a little hard to get in and out of, but it's fine. Slow progress is still progress. So I do find this sticker from Heidi Swap. That's a great journaling spot. So I'm going to make that where I do my journaling. I'm looking here to see if there's a good spot to put it up here, but I decided to put it down here in the corner to kind of balance out my top photo area. So I'm going to use that to do my journaling. This is a sticker sheet that I believe I got it like Tuesday morning or something. I'm not even sure which line it's from, but I know it's from Heidi Swap. And I have this sticker that says nice with a big N. And that's going to just bring in a little more of this lime green color and some blue. So I'm going to try and find a good spot for that somewhere on my page as well. So I'm going to bring in some of the florals from the Floral Ephemera pack, which I haven't really played with too much yet, so I still have a lot in here, and I love these flowers. I mentioned it before, but this new designer for Simple Stories is my favorite right now. It's Kelly Bangs with Kelly Bangs Creative on Instagram. And I love her florals and all the flowers she's been doing in her collection. So I definitely want to get some more on this page. So there's a bunch of different styles of these floral clusters that I can use on my page. But I think I'm going to put some florals around each sort of end of my photos to kind of frame them out. And there's not a lot of important stuff in the photo, so it's okay to cover up the corners a little bit, in my opinion. I'm also going to put a floral down here in my journaling spot. So I'll have 3 florals on this page. There's also a lot of just flowers and stems in this pack, which I haven't really played with yet. I just kind of want to use the big clusters that are already made on this page today. So I'm looking for one that will have the right shape to go in this corner. So a lot of them, it seems like, are facing the wrong way. They're like a left-hand corner shape. So I'm struggling to find one that goes here. So I do find one here that'll fit this space perfectly. There's some beautiful floral clusters in this pack though. So this is what I'm going to end up with for my florals. So I'm going to go ahead and stick those down. Again, I just really love this collection. I have used this background paper before, and I did do, I think it was like 1 or 2 photos at the top, kind of like this, except it was more centered. So I'm excited to use this paper in a different way. And since these photos are going to be in a different year's album, I think it's okay to still use this background paper in sort of a similar way. As I have before. I'm going to go ahead and put my title down so I can start building out my clusters, and my title is going to be Amazing Upgrade. So the Amazing came from the like foam thickers pack, and then I have these mint green foam thickers from Amy Tan that I'm going to bring in to bring just a little bit more of this color into the page. And I just happen to have the right amount of letters from that pack to spell it out. So it's going to be Amazing Upgrade. And I'm going to start going in and building out a little more of these clusters, just adding as much as I can to this page because I love this collection and just really want to use it up. So I'm going to put this tripboard camera here to kind of fill in this gap in my title. And I titled this Amazing Upgrade because it was just such a great upgrade to go from a queen size bed to a king size bed. If you know, you know. If you have moved from a queen size to a king size, it makes a world of difference, especially if you sleep with a partner. Because then you just have so much more space for yourself. You don't have to like be touching them all night. It's just like, yeah, you're just in your own little world on your side of the bed, which is kind of nice. So I just wanted to document that big upgrade in our life. And this was in our house. So we're first time home owners. And because we finally got a house, we had a big enough room to upgrade to a king size bed. So I definitely wanted to document that moment. I'm going into this Dear Lizzie sticker pack. I'm not even sure which collection this is from. It's so old, but it has like little chipboard phrases. And I pull out this whoa, which I think works well with this page, even though that sort of red pink is kind of off. It's similar enough, and the other colors work that I am okay putting that on the page. I just want to get this used up, honestly. So I add that whoa down there into my journaling cluster, and then I find this piece that says some things take time, which is perfect for this layout because there is such a huge gap between when we got our frame and when we finally got our mattress. And this upgrade took a lot of time. It took us time to get there. It took us time to, be in a place where we could afford to make that upgrade, where we had enough room to make that upgrade. So it is just a perfect phrase for this page. So I'm going to go into my ephemera pack now and see what else I can get added on to this page. I know a lot of this will not be relevant to the page, so I'm going to be able to go through this pack really quickly. Like there's some plates and forks and knives, some like kitchen themed things. There's this mirror piece that I consider putting back here to start building out a cluster. So that's an option. I have a bunch of little plates and stuff, some books, which maybe could work, but I don't end up putting them there. There's this yes please, but I ended up not really liking that green. I think about adding this heart and home phrase, but then I feel like it competes with my title too much, so I end up taking that away, and I'll save that for another page. I find this alarm clock though, and I think that'll work really well since I have that phrase about time, and then it's a bedroom, so you would expect an alarm clock to be there. And then I find these cameras here at the end, and those are going to be my winners and make it on the page. So instead of the mirror, I'm going to put the camera here, kind of half tucked behind my photo, and then add in my alarm clock on top of that, tucked behind my floral. So that'll help build out this cluster. And then I'm going to add this green teal camera over here in my journaling area. And I really like how that turned out. The cameras will work on any page, but now I have 3 cameras on my page, and that makes me happy to have kind of a rule of thirds and have an odd number. So I'm going to go back into the foam title thicker pack because there's some foam hearts on here that I think will look really cute on this page and help just finish it out with that finishing touch. I do also go into the sticker sheet here and just find a couple more bits to add on to my page. I felt like there was a little naked spot here next to the nice phrase and the camera, so I find this sticker that's a ticket that says happy. Tickets I feel like work on any page, so that'll help fill in this gap. And I think that looks really nice, having 3 things in that cluster next to my title. I am going to go ahead and put some tiny words on this page as well. So I'm going to do 5 of those down here, going over top of this floral, which I don't mind too much because you can still see it pretty well. and it'll just fill in this space and let me add even more embellishment to this page and help tell this story. So I'm going to, let's see if I can find that so I can tell you what it says, these little phrases. So the phrases that I pulled out and are on here, it says, yes, please, noteworthy, these are the days, I am so blessed, and all smiles. So I think those definitely help to tell this story of us finally getting a king size bed. So that will just help fill in that space. And then I have 5 of them on there because I just like to have odd numbers. I feel like that looks more finished to me. And that'll help me use up some more of these little tiny words. So now I'm going to go back over here and find those little foam hearts, and that'll help finish out some of these clusters as some extra little embellishment. I'm going to add this little row of them under the word upgrade. I like how that looks. They had it like that on the sheet where it was tucked under a title, and I liked how that looked, so I decided to do that too. And I'm just going to add a couple more of these sprinkled around my page like I would with enamel dots. So I have this pair of hearts here that I'll add in on top of my camera and my clock. And I'll put some down here around the corner of this woe. I really like adding embellishments, or not embellishments, enamel dots or little finishers around corners. I feel like that kind of rounds it out and is pleasing to the eye. I'm going to add 2 more hearts up here in my tag area on top of my photo. Now that I'm looking at this, I just see how embellished it is, and I love it. I really love how this page came out. This sketch, to me, you can interpret in so many different ways. You can turn it upside down, all around, and it's going to look great. So I like that I decided to flip it and move my banner piece up. I think it turned out really great. So now I'm going to add in some enamel dots as a finishing touch. I've used up a lot of the enamel dots already, which I'm proud of myself for because I don't always remember to add enamel dots to my page, but I do like the little bit of shine that they add to the page, and just having another layer in each cluster. So I'm just going to add a couple on top of my tiny words to help emphasize those. I love this blue color. It's like one of my favorite blues, this sort of teal, turquoisey, aqua blue. So I have my enamel dots there in that big cluster to the side of my photo. I'm going to put a couple down here in my journaling area. So I'm going to add a big pink one. Got a cute mint color. Love that color too. And I'm going to add a tiny teal one in this area as well. And let's see if I add just a few more here next to my title cluster. So I'll round out the corner of that camera with some enamel dots. And maybe add one more up here next to the nice word. Okay, so I'm just going to show you one more time. Again, I just flipped the sketch upside down, and that's everything I have for you today. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks so much. Bye.